In last videos, we learned how to use cout statements. Cout statement is basically used when we want to display a text. When we write anything inside the double quotes, this whole statement will be printed as it is in the output window, something like this. We'll discuss what this backslash n does in a while. I'll remove it for now. So let's begin. So let's see what CIN statement does. To learn CIN, we have to first learn how to initialize a variable. So let's see how we initialize a variable. Imagine variable as boxes and we name each of these boxes with some letter or a word. For example, we have three boxes. We'll name them A, B, and C. And we have to even initialize data type. So this all will be integer type. It means that these boxes will contain only integer type of data, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and like that. Float is 1.2, 3.4, and so on. Decimal numbers. Character means a single letter, such as C, H, G, and in string it's a word or sentence. This is string, this is character, this is float, and this is integer. So these boxes will specify them as integer type for now. So we'll remove this. For this example, we will be coding a program where we'll take two inputs from a user, add those two values, and get a result, which basically means we'll do an addition program. Now we'll understand how this works, how variables work. Think variable as a box. Like we'll first take A and this box will take in data or values like number, character, integer, float, string, character, something like that. So at the start I said we'll be taking an integer data type. So this will take numbers. So we will be putting in A variable number 3, in B variable number 2. To understand this better, we'll start coding and step by step I'll make you understand the logic. So first step would be creating these three boxes. Step 1. So to create this to create these boxes, uh, we won't call it boxes because it's wrong. We'll call it as variables. I'm telling boxes so that you can visualize it and understand it better. So first is initialize the data type. So we are using int uh, integer, and after specifying the data type we have to name our boxes, which would be A, B, C. So what we have done right now is we have initialized the three boxes, which is first is int, which makes it integer type boxes, which means these variables will store integer type values, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, 10. And integer, we have specified the data type A, B, and C. This is name of the three variables, and this is integer A, B, C, which means we have created three variables, and the name of these three variables are A, B, and C, which will be something like A, B, and C. So we have initialized our variables. Now the next step is to store values inside this variable. To store values, we need to take the values from our user who is using this application. We have to send him, you can say, a message so that he understands what he has to enter. So what we need is two numbers so that we can add them and get the answer. To print messages, as we have seen, we use cout statement. So cout and double quotes, enter two numbers. Enter two numbers. Hello world, enter two numbers. Now, as you can see here, um, these two statements, hello world, enter two numbers, have been printed on the same line. So to print this onto the next line, we have to tell the compiler to do so. And how we do that is we have to write a backslash n at the end of each cout statement. What this does, what backslash n tells the compiler to print the next cout statement onto the next line. So hello world slash n. This pointer will jump directly to the next line. So after putting slash n, this should come onto the next line. See, hello world, enter two numbers. We don't need hello world for now, so we'll remove it. Uh, this will look like enter two numbers. So after running, we'll get enter two numbers. Now we'll use CIN statement. What CIN statement does is, let's see to the syntax. Cout is the syntax for cout is we write cout, we put left arrows and double quotes. It's very easy to memorize this syntax as imagine cout, these arrows will point out of the screen. It will go out of the screen. So during cout, you have to put arrows pointing out of the screen. And CIN, the arrows will point inside the screen. It's like a trick to remember cout and CIN. Whatever you put inside this double quotes will print as it is onto the output screen. And for CIN, what CIN does is you have to write CIN arrows on the right hand side, two arrows on the right hand side, and put the variable name. For example, if I put A and to write another variable, you have to put again this double arrows and put B and end statement. Here also end statement. We write this in the code and I'll explain how it works. Enter two numbers, standard C in A B. So this is the syntax. We are entering A and B. So when we run this code, see the problem is here's just like a you can say uh, visually this doesn't look that good. So we'll make this pointer come to the next line. To do so, we have to use backslash n at the C statement. So now the pointer should point onto the next line, somewhat like this. Now enter two numbers. We get to enter two values because there are two values in CIN. Right now CIN statement has been executed and the pointer is waiting for the user to enter any two values, such as I can put 5 space 2. I can put space or enter, it works the same. So what's happened right now is we'll go step by step. Integer A, B, C. We have initialized three variables, which means we have created three boxes A, B, and C. Now, after that, the second statement is CIN statement, which will insert values into these boxes. So we have passed the variables A and B. So when we enter 5 and 2, CIN statement passes this 5 and 2 into A and B. So 5 will go inside A, 2 will go inside B. So right now we have done is pass two values into 5 into A and B, which is 5 and 2. Okay. So we are done till here. The second I'll erase these things. The next step would be to add these numbers. To add these numbers, we have to use our arithmetic operations, which would be the equation would be something like the equation would be C is equals to A plus B. Now this will be like a bit confusing, like it doesn't make sense. I'll explain you how this works. Uh, this is the mathematical syntax, and this will be a programming syntax. This will be a programming syntax. This will be a mathematical syntax. So equals to in mathematics. Uh, so equals to in mathematics tells us that equation on left and equation of right, both the values are equal to each other. They will be the same. 5, 5. Both are equal. But in programming, it means imagine this, we'll take C because it's empty. C is equals to A plus B. C is equals to A plus B. So what will happen here is whatever is there on the right hand side, it will compute that expression. For example, right now it's A plus B. What's A plus B? It's 5 plus 2. So the answer would be 6. And what's in C? You can say some garbage value or we'll take it as 0. So this expression on the right hand side will be copy pasted onto the left hand side. For example, it's 6 here. This equals to copy paste the right hand side's value to the left hand side. So this 6 will be copy pasted to C. So C is now 6. So this equals to copy paste the right hand side value to the left hand side. If C had any values, it will just eliminate that value and copy paste the value on the RHS to LHS. If it was 7 instead of 0, the 7 would be erased and 6 would be copy pasted into C, whatever the result of this expression is. So right now, just as I explained in the diagrams, A plus B, or A contains 5, B contains 2. So the answer would be 7. So 7, and the result of this expression will be copy pasted to C. So the answer of C would be 7. So we'll run 5, enter 2. We can use space or enter, it doesn't matter. As you can see, no answer was displayed. This is because we have to display the value of C. Now, how do we display a value inside the variable? To do so, we have to use the cout statement only, but with a different syntax. Std cout double quotes the addition of two numbers is This will be printed as it is onto the output. Enter two numbers. After entering two numbers, the addition of two number is this is what we expected from the cout statement. Now what we'll do is pass the we have to print the value of C. To do that, we have to whenever we want to display a value of a variable, we have to come out of the double quotes. These double quotes, left arrows twice again, write the value which we want to print and end it with a semicolon. Let's check. Now let's check our result. Enter two numbers 7 and 7. The addition of two numbers is 14. So our program is running without any problem. We can check it with other numbers also, like 50, 50, 100. I want you all to make similar programs in reference to this code. You have to code multiplication, subtraction, and division uh, program. So just for you all to understand, the sign for addition in programming is plus, minus is minus, multiplication is star, and division is slash. For the next video, we'll see how if-else statement works. We'll see how loops works, and we'll start with SFML and start designing a game engine. So that's it for this video. We'll see you next time.